folks, it is me again, Sarah Strange, back with another video, and today I wanted to discuss a couple things about the caboose here that I did a review on the other day, the Rapido Hawker Siddeley caboose. And there's just a couple things I wanted to touch up upon with this caboose, and a couple things I'm not really liking about it. Um, I thought I might as well just make a video about this. So just starting off here, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the lights in the caboose are actually on right now. They're, they're brighter when the lighting is off, but when you have your lights on, you can't really tell that the lights are on. And then a couple other things. This is a main, I guess, complaint. These walkway lights are on. As you can see, when I take it off, it has capacitors. You can see the walkway lights turn on. Um, they are very, very dim. I just want to point that out. And I'm going to put the screenshot here of what Rapido advertised them to look like. As you can see in that picture, very big difference to what it looks like on the actual model. Unless I turn all of my lights off, you can't tell that it's on. Unless I'm standing in pitch black, you can't see that they're on. Even in its own shadow, you can't see the walkway lights, which sucks quite a lot. I would have loved to see the walkway lights, but I don't know, maybe it wasn't like that in real life. I'm not too familiar with the Hawker Siddeley. And I was looking at some photos as well of this specific caboose in real life, and there wasn't lettering here on the, whatever it's called here. There wasn't any lettering there in real life. So I'm not sure why it's there, on the caboose, unless maybe the lettering was there when it was delivered. And I think the the worst thing about this caboose is at the back, the marker lights. Again, these are on. Want to point that out? These are on. Yeah. Go back to 1 times, please. If I shut my lights off, you still can't see that they are on. These are on. I'll say that again. They are on. I have to do it the other way now. It's not, it might be on the other side, actually. There, now you can see it. They're that dull from the side. Please focus. There we go. You can see that now they look like they're off. Once you get to the side, which isn't really that good. At least I think that not really too good. Unfortunately, like that. Yeah, that's just something I kind of want to talk about. Maybe the lighting isn't meant to be like that. Although I have looked at a couple reviews of the Hawker Siddeley, and that is how it looked in the reviews. So maybe Rapido messed up a little bit there. I don't know. But again, if you look at that photo, it's a night and day difference, literally. Um, and there's no, I couldn't find any pictures of these cabooses at night, or at least like in service at night. And I would assume the lights would not have been blue. And I'll put a little picture up here as well of what the lights look like. Um, they're blue for some reason, and I don't think they would have used the color blue. And anyways, it's a walkway light, so I'm not sure why you would want it to be blue in the first place, because blue is harder to see than white. So it doesn't really make much sense to me, to be honest. Maybe, like I said, it's meant to be like that, but yeah, yet again, I don't know. And again, from watching reviews, these lights, I shut the light off again because it's very dim. These sides are not meant to be on at the same time. They're meant to be, what do you call it? Turn on differently. Mine don't do that. They're both on, or at least both stuck on. I'm not sure why. If I turn one side off, the other side turns off. Which that's not meant to do that, by the way. If anyone goes and watches reviews, specifically one by go via or go home, his turn on separately, or you can turn them on at the both at the yeah, or you can turn them on at different times. But mine does not do that. For some reason, mine doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't. But again, these lights are just way too dim. I'm gonna shut all my lights off and show you guys how dim they actually are. Now, if I shut all my lights off, you still can't see them. Or actually, on camera, you can slightly see it. Of course, now with all the lights off, the caboose does look a lot brighter. On camera, it's white light. In person, it's more of a more of an actual white, not blue. But yeah, now you can kind of see. It's a lot brighter in person. I'm guessing because my phone automatically turns up the exposure here. If I had the exposure on 0, obviously this wouldn't be happening. But yeah, you can see that it's a blue light for the walkway lights, and again, it doesn't even light up the steps. I'm not sure in real life if they actually did light up the steps. Although I'm imagining if it's called a walkway, it would actually light up the walkway. Yet again, maybe I'm wrong there. I'm okay with being wrong if I am. Yet again, I really think it should have been a lot brighter. It has really good capacitors, though, I will say. But yet, I don't understand why these walkway lights are just so dull, I guess you could call it. Where's my thing here? Here it is. If I take my camera stand out, in person, it's so much darker. I just want to point that out. Can I change my exposure? No, I cannot. Actually, yes, I can. There, that's what it looks like. Actually in person. Now that's exposure to 0. You can see how dark it really is. And now the exposure went back up. Hold on. There. That's exposure at regular. That's what it looks like in person. It's very dull, and one side is brighter than the other. I'm not sure why. This side you can barely see in the back. In the front it's pretty bright, but back here it's practically non-existent. Yeah, I just think it's very disappointing that the lights are that dull that you can only see them with all your lights off. Yet again, maybe it was like that in real life, although I don't think it would have been. As like I said, in Rapidos, like art, I guess you could call it, the sides are lit up. It's that bright, but of course in the model it's not. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Maybe I'm making it a bigger deal than it actually is. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, day, and afternoon. Also, please, if you can, like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a good day, folks.